Asuka has been considered one of the best female wrestlers in our generation. She is considered the best NXT Women's Champion in an amazing reign that lasted 523 days, and she had one of the most incredible streaks of all time, lasted 914 days. But after the streak ended, she was no longer considered the most feared woman in the entire WWE. I've been saying that she has been struggling to regain the fire that once made her great. I've been talking about this in my other videos, so this one was bound to happen. Anyway, she won some matches but also lost a lot of matches also. She won the SmackDown Women's Championship at TLC 2018 but lost it short after. After that, she was forgotten. She was on the Kickoff show at WrestleMania 35 and didn't win. She didn't do anything memorable after that except being in a tag team with the debuting Kairi Sane. She won the Women's Tag Team Championship at Hell in a Cell 2019 and became the longest reigning Women's Tag Team Champions. She lost the Tag Team Championship at WrestleMania but won the Money in Bank contract, which was actually the Raw Women's Championship. She lost it at Extreme Rules to Sasha Banks but regained it at SummerSlam. After that, she won the Tag Team Championship with Charlotte Flair. So yeah, Asuka had a pretty good year, but she had done more during her infamous undefeated streak. Fans say that Vince or the creative team murdered or buried Asuka's career, and people kept reminding us of Asuka's streak. It's getting annoying. So today I'm going to break down the steps WWE needs to take to make Asuka great again, because she is not getting any younger and is about 3 to 4 years left in the tank. So let's get started. The first step WWE needs to take is to give Asuka more competition. WWE has a large-sized women roster in both Raw and SmackDown. It's not big, but it's not small either. So thanks to the brand-to-brand invitational, superstars can travel from both Raw to SmackDown or from both SmackDown to Raw. Asuka needs more competition to make the Raw Women's Championship feel like something great and different on pay-per-views, just like Becky Lynch did. Asuka hasn't defended the title since Clash of Champions, which was 5 months ago. There are a lot of women Asuka defended the title against. You got Natalya, and you got Charlotte Flair, got Bayley, Naomi, Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, Lacey Evans, maybe Lana, I don't know, Alexa Bliss, Carmella, Mickie James, and Nikki Cross, and more. As you can see, Asuka has a lot of people from both brands she can defend her title against, but she doesn't seem to be hungry for competition like she was back in NXT. The WWE Champion Drew McIntyre has a lot of challengers like Edge, who needs to make a decision about WrestleMania. The Miz, who is currently Mr. Money in the Banks, and her former best friend Sheamus and AJ Styles, and more. But the Raw Women's Championship doesn't seem to have that much competition. The NXT Women's Championship has been defended in the past takeovers, and Io Shirai has a huge target on her back like Mercedes Martinez and Toni Storm, and more. WWE either needs to bring up 3 talent from NXT to the main roster, because NXT has a large-sized women's division and Asuka needs more competition. The next step they should do is to turn Asuka heel. Asuka is a very interesting character no matter what role she plays, but she is more entertaining as a heel. I liked Asuka, but after she turned heel with her tag team partner Kairi Sane, she was killing it. What made her heel run even more interesting was when she used the green mist to blind her opponents. I've researched the green mist and it blinds and burns your opponents in the eyes. There are many different types of green mist. Some paralyze, some put you to sleep, and some even cause memory loss. And Asuka using it makes her a good heel because she teased in almost every match using a form that hasn't been seen since the late 1990s. So turning Asuka heel was a very important decision WWE could have made, because heels usually make them very entertaining champions. I mean, look at Becky Lynch's SmackDown reign in 2018. It was mixed with great wrestling and great entertainment. A great way of turning Asuka heel is by having Charlotte betray her and wanting to become Raw Women's Champion, and then getting back together, and then Asuka turn against Charlotte for payback, and then Asuka can become ruthless and do anything to keep her championship. And WWE can continue making Asuka the most hated woman in the entire company, so the Raw Women's Championship doesn't feel like a nothing belt that people don't care about. It needs to have that legacy of war and become a launching pad for anyone that holds it. The third step WWE can do with Asuka is no more tag titles, please. The tag team championship feel like the main championship instead of a secondary championships. In late 2019, Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair were chasing the tag titles. The entire storyline lasted for about 2 months. Becky Lynch knew that she had to focus on her Raw Women's Championship reign instead of going after other championships. But Asuka is an entirely different story. After she lost the women's tag titles against Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax at the Royal Rumble, she seemed somehow somehow disappointed and acted like she's not the Raw Women's Championship. If Ronda Rousey cared about being in a tag team and chasing after tag team championships with Natalya, she wouldn't have been what many people consider one of the best Raw Women's Champions. Asuka is the Raw Women's Champion, meaning she is a singles competitor and shouldn't be chasing after tag team championships. After Becky Lynch lost at TLC 2019, she moved on. She didn't get mad, she moved on to being a singles competitor and focused on giving people like Shayna Baszler a shot at the Women's Championship. Asuka should stop chasing after those supposedly secondary titles and focus on giving the Raw Women's Championship as well as the Raw Women's Championship and division in order. But if WWE doesn't want to do that, they might as well promote the Women's Tag Team title to NXT, because as we've seen on the Dusty Rhodes Women's Tag Team Classic, there are a lot of women that deserve those titles, especially Casey Catanzaro and Kaden Carter. So again, Asuka should stop chasing those titles. You're the Raw Women's Champion. If you want to be a tag team champion, you might as well lose the Raw Women's Champion. The last step WWE needs to take is have good and hyped up storylines. Asuka isn't that good on the mic and we all know that, but she still managed to succeed on the main roster. She either needs to get it herself a manager or have interesting storylines that will distract the viewers from Asuka. Because sometimes you can be focused on how good the storyline is, we don't notice the medium things like their mic performances. This topic is connected to having more competition. Asuka needs to have a rival that can make Asuka more interesting. We need Asuka to have some type of feud like Becky Lynch had with Charlotte in 2018. That was maybe the best feud of the entire year. Their rivalry lived up to its hype, and that's what I respect about it. Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair create very good chemistry when they are having some kind of feud. The only person Asuka can have that kind of chemistry with is maybe Io Shirai, because she is the only person that can understand her. Anyways, Asuka having more competition, turning her heel and not giving her any tag titles and having interesting storylines is going to make Asuka feel more special and make me feel like I'm spending my time on something very special. Now, I'm not saying that Asuka isn't good. Asuka is very good, but these topics I've mentioned would make Asuka more entertaining and look less like a lazy champion. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I hope you guys liked it, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Twitter. The link is in the description below, and I'll see you guys on my next video.